Hey everyone, I'm Brennan,
I'm Delena.
and we're just starting a little project here. We'd like to get to know everyone out there and hopefully talk about some relevant topics. And hopefully you'll get to know a little bit about us as well.
Mm-hmm. So to start off, I'm from the Bay Area, primarily Oakland, born and raised. I went to San Diego State for university, and I recently just moved back home to my mom's house. Back in the Bay Area and just working, enjoying life. Yeah, what about you?
I live in the East Bay, and that's where I was raised. I went to school in New York, but I'm now back home with my mom. And, I'll be starting law school soon, so just trying to, find some work in the meantime. So in adjusting to coming back home, I mean, we were both away for school. What are some of the things that you've had to adjust to, now that you're actually back at home?
I think one main thing is just like living with friends and having freedom and that kind of environment and atmosphere, and then moving back home. So like living with your family and having obligations and whatnot. But I mean, there's a lot. What about yours?
Yeah, I feel like there has been an adjustment period for me, just because I came from being in a really busy city and going back home to the suburbs in the East Bay. It's been a little bit slow, and so it's taken a while to get used to that.
Yeah, East Bay is definitely not like New York.
I would say it's not at all.
I mean, San Diego has, where I lived was like living in the East Bay in San Francisco area, so it wasn't that different. But definitely the people I surrounded myself was different. So.
Yeah. And I mean, I guess the biggest adjustment for both of us is actually who we're living with, right?
Oh yeah.
I mean, it's gone from random people or friends to people who aren't so random and maybe aren't so friends. We're talking about our family.
Yeah. How's living with your family?
There's definitely some good things about it. I'm really thankful to have a family who's able to provide certain things for me. But I definitely think there's some downside to being at home with family. You have fewer opportunities to actually just spend time with your friends.
Yeah, I agree. Between work and other obligations and families and whatnot, your opportunity to hang out randomly at night, especially like coming from a college lifestyle, it's totally gone. I don't live with my friends; they're not nearby. It's not as easy. And I think, for example, Sundays is family day for me. I cherish that so much, but that's like a day taken out from me to be able to hang out with my friends, which is something I'm not used to, having that for 4 years.
Yeah.
So,
yeah, I mean, and if you and all your friends are working, you have like busy day-to-day lives. You only have so many days in the week where you can actually plan and do stuff together. And if your family's calling, they take first priority.
You better pick up your phone.
Yeah. So one thing I really don't like about being back home, and I don't mean just being with my family and stuff, but it's just the fact that nothing in the East Bay at least is open late. I'm coming from a really busy city. A lot of things are open almost 24/7, and now when I'm back home, if I'm trying to find somewhere to eat on a weeknight, like after 8, I'm almost out of luck.
Oh yeah, that's the. Right? I definitely, living at home, I would have to go home and cook in order to eat.
Yeah.
Living in San Diego, there was always a Mexican joint that was open past 2 a.m. that I can go to, and I miss that so much.
Yeah, shout out Mexican places and shout out halal trucks in New York. Yeah, you know what's up.
So that's like that kind of lifestyle is different. Going out with your friends is different.
Yeah.
I think one of the things that I miss having is something called privacy. So basically, with my family, it's you can't close the door, you can't lock it, you can't hide anything. I don't care what you say or do, I'm gonna know. That's one thing that has really I have to adjust to, because living with your friends and with random people, they understand that you need your privacy, but with family, they come first, so it doesn't matter.
Yeah, it really doesn't matter. But I feel like at least with this no privacy thing that our families do, there's a good thing to it, because they're straight with you.
Oh yeah,
they're straight. Now, if we were, back when we were living with other people, I feel like there's a tendency for things to become, just a tiny bit, maybe passive aggressive. And I'm not talking about anybody in particular, but, with, general roommate issues like, hygiene and cleanliness and having people over,
Or, you know, not cleaning, not respecting you, trying to act like you're the mom, trying to tell you what to do, not really pulling their weight. Yes, the list go on and on.
Yeah, and we're not talking about anybody in particular, but we just wanted to vent, you know.
Yeah, I mean, I think definitely what you said, that you can be really blunt with your family. I mean, and straightforward. But with my roommates, if I would try to talk to them about something, I really had to tiptoe around them. And that was not fun, because there's time where the feelings get hurt, and honestly, I didn't care. So that's
well, I mean, not to room with you.
Huh?
Nothing.
But that's one thing that I'm very glad that I don't have to deal with. Like, if my sister doesn't clean, I just tell her, and she's like, all right, cool, I'll do it. Maybe not, but you know, you just deal with it. It's easier to deal with and be forgiving with your family versus friends. Yeah.
Because, I mean, you can not have to ever see the people you live with again if you're with, you know, other people. But with your family, it's not really the same thing. So it's both it's nicer, and you actually have to kind of be nicer.
Deal with it, yeah. Like my sister says, you can never break up with your family, so you just got to learn to adjust.
Yeah.
That's all we have for now. We shared our experience, and we would like you to share your experience. If you are living at home, living with your friends, still in college, whatever, let us know. We want to be able to connect with you and tell us what's up with your life.
Yeah. Something that happens with moving out from one area to another is inevitably a whole bunch of long distance relationships.
It's totally different from being in college and being in the working world post-college.
Things don't always, you know, work out that well.
Are you talking about your relationship?
No. Maybe.